What is going on, everyone? It is Greg here from Project Unbroken, and after my video on how do people actually make money online, I got some responses from people asking me to make a video on, how to make a website or a blog. So that's what this video is going to be. I'm going to show you over the shoulder, on my screen, exactly how to get a website or blog. And I'm going to show you both the free way and the paid ways to do it, how you can get your own domain name, how you can do it, without your own domain name. So this is going to be a complete step-by-step for beginners on how to get your own domain name, how to get your own website, how to connect it all together, how to start building a website. That is all going to be in this video, okay? And I'm going to take it from the very beginning. So the first things first, there is one option where you can do a free blog or a free website, okay? So there's platforms which are, places like Weebly or Tumblr or, WordPress, where you can host your website on their platform. Now, I don't recommend that because then they have total control. They can monitor your content. They can take down content. If they go out of business, you lose your site. If they don't like your content, they can take it down. You can, get your account taken down, which can make you lose all your content. But it is an option. And just to show you what that looks like. So this person here, it's a random thing I chose. This is Weebly. It's one of the more popular blogging platforms. And this is just a free Weebly site. So you can do it for free. All you do is you sign up for Weebly. Okay, you would sign up for Weebly. You would create an account, and then you would just start posting. It's pretty much point and click. Now, I'm not going to go into the details of this because it's not what I recommend. I recommend you get your own domain name, get your own website. That way you have total control. Okay, but this is one option if you want to do this where it's totally free. You just sign up for somewhere like Weebly or Tumblr or WordPress, anywhere like that, and then you just you sign up, then you build your website. It's pretty much point and click in there. They have like a point and click website builder. So that is an option if you want to take it. That's quick and easy, but there's the downfalls where you don't have total control. You don't own the platform. They own it, so they can do whatever they want with your stuff. All right. So just be aware of that if you do go that route. This video is mostly going to be about how to set up your own domain name, your own website, and connect it all together and start building your own website or blog, okay? Because it can be the same thing pretty much. No, I'll go into that in just a little bit. So the first thing that you need, or the first two things that you need to set up your own website or your own blog is you need hosting and you need a domain name, okay? So there's tons of different hosts out there, and there's tons of different domain registrars, they call them. This is where you register your domain name. Don't worry, I'll cover all this in detail. I'm going to show you some of the easiest ones to use and the best for the price and all that, just to get you started, all right? So for hosting, HostGator is one of the most known hosts out there. They're really easy to use. They have an easy cPanel, which, again, I'll go into. I know you don't know what that is yet. So HostGator is a good place to start, all right, and that's where we're going to do our hosting. I already signed up for an account, but I'm going to take you through the whole process of how to sign up, all the boxes you need to check and all that. Very easy. And then also domain registration. My favorite place to register domain names, which is going to be the name of your website, is namecheap.com. Okay, it's namecheap.com, as you can see on my screen. I mean, there's also places like GoDaddy, where, GoDaddy's probably one of the most popular ones, but Namecheap is typically cheaper, and they have, like free privacy and just little benefits like that GoDaddy doesn't have. GoDaddy's overpriced. I use them, and I have plenty of domains with them. I believe I have 700-800 domains just in my GoDaddy account. Then I have another 700-800 in Namecheap. But Namecheap is definitely, in my opinion, the best registrar out there for price and just easy to navigate and all that type of stuff, all right? So let's take it through the process. First, what you want to do is probably figure out what you want your domain name to be, okay? So if you want your domain name to be whatever you want it to be, you type it in, you do a search, and then it will show whether it is available or not, okay? So I already registered a domain just to make this process easier, so it's already registered, but my domain name is projectunbrokenexample.com because I'm using that as the example of how to set up a website for this video. But let's just say I wanted to search for that, projectunbrokenexample.com, do a search. And it's going to show me that projectunbrokenexample.com is not available, okay? So it says make offer, so that means someone already owns it. Now, I just registered it, so I own it, obviously. But you could choose any of these other domains if you want. You could go with, projectunbrokenexample.online or .net or .org, whatever you want. But either way, you want to type in the domain you want here, then you do a search, and then you'll see if it's available or not, okay? You can also do a bulk search, so maybe I want to see if, P123 is available.com, or maybe if I want to see H66 is available, or, I'm just choosing random examples, or V24.com. None of these will be available. Then a search, and it shows all of these are taken, okay? So that's how you do a bulk search. You can do it very quickly. So let's go back and let's do another one here just to show you how to check out. All right, so the .net is probably available, and it is. Okay, you see it's available right here. So if I wanted this domain, I would add it to my cart, and then I would go to View Cart, and then I would confirm order, and then just hit Pay Now, and then it would pay for it. Okay, and then that's my domain name. So if I write projectunbrokenexample.net would be mine, that's going to be my website name. Now, I already did this process for projectunbrokenexample.com, so I'm not going to do this again. I already have our website, and it's right here. Okay, as you see, it's right here. I own it, and I'm going to go into the next step once we get our hosting. All right, so we're done with our domain name registration. We picked what we want. That's the name of our website. Now we're going to move on to hosting it. Okay, so you need a host to host your website. I'm going to show you how this all works and how to connect it all. It's confusing when you don't understand it, but once you learn how it works, it's very simple and it's very easy to do. Okay, so let's go over to HostGator.com. Now there's tons of different options here. A lot of people get confused on that. For 99.9% of you, even for most of my hosting accounts, I just go with regular web hosting, regular shared web hosting, and that's going to be plenty for what you need, okay? So you can just click on web hosting over here. And then likely what I recommend doing is this baby plan, unless you know you're only going to have one website. The hatchling is about half the price, but you only get one domain name, okay? If you go with baby, if you have multiple websites coming, you can put them all on the same account, and I'll show you how to do that once we get further in this process. But I recommend, if you know you're going to do just one website, the hatchling's fine. But a lot of times people have multiple websites, and in that case, you want to probably do a baby, okay? You don't really need this business. You're not going to need that. Even most of my accounts aren't business-type accounts. I mostly go with this right here, all right? So just go ahead and sign up now. And then what you want to do is I already own this domain, okay? So for me, what I did is I put in projectunbrokenexample.com. because that's my domain name I register, and I already own it. Okay, I don't want to register a new one. I already own it, and I put it in right here. And then here's where you choose, the plan. We already choose baby, so we're going to stay with that. And then your billing cycle. The longer you go with your billing, then the less you pay. Now, I did 12 months, so for me, it's going to be $9 a month. You can do 1 month at a time, where it's going to be $12 a month, or you can go 3 years ahead, where it's only $6 a month. That's totally up to you. For my username, I just did P Unbroken. You can just do anything that makes it. It doesn't matter what goes here, okay, as long as it meets this criteria here. It's just the username you're going to log into your hosting account with, all right? So then, you do your payment stuff here. I already have an account with them, so all my payment information is here, all right? And then these options here, you don't need these, but let me explain. So you don't need professional email, so you don't have to worry about that. Don't worry about this one either for sure, the HTTPS one. Protect your site from hackers. Most of you probably won't have to worry about this, but if you want to be extra safe, you can check this. If not, go ahead and uncheck it. Not a big deal, okay? And then this one as well, you're likely never going to have a problem with needing a backup. But if you want to be safe, go ahead and check this one. So if you want to be extra safe, maybe check these two. This will back up all your files in case something's lost. It's never really happened to me, so that's kind of, it's $24 you don't really need to spend. If there's one you definitely want to choose, it would be this one, protect your site from hackers. This is something I have had happen, but it doesn't happen often, all right? So you don't have to check any of these. You can uncheck them all, and it'll be cheaper for you, whatever you want to do. And then you just go ahead, agree, and you check out, and you pay for it, all right? That will get you your hosting account. So we now have our domain name with Namecheap, okay? So we register our domain name, which is the name of our website, and then our hosting, which is how the website appears on the web is HostGator, okay? So here's how it works. Now we have to connect our hosting and our domain together. So we have to let our hosting know that we own this domain and that we want them to connect so that we can put up a website. Once you sign up for your hosting, assuming you did HostGator or whatever you do, different hosting companies will send you different type of information. It all has the same information, but maybe a different structure and all that. So they'll send you an email with your account information. Here's the actual email I received, all right? So what they're going to send you is your billing login, okay? So this is like how you pay for your billing and all that, month-to-month billing. And then all this stuff here is called your control panel information and your name servers, all right? So your control panel is where you're going to log in to control your website. Like, we'll be installing something called WordPress, which we'll build our website with. We can do create emails on the domain. We can add new domains, which I'll show you as well. And then also, really important is your name servers. Okay, this is what connects your domain to your hosting. If you lost me, don't worry. I'm about to connect it all together for you. All right, I promise. These are really important because the name servers are what connect your hosting with your domain, all right? So what we want to do, first things first, is connect our domain to our hosting. That is done with your name servers, okay? So I want to copy this. Whoops. So let me copy my first name server. And then we want to go to our domain account. So basically what I would do is go to my domain list, search for projectunbrokenexample.com, just choose manage. That's where I am now. I just don't want to show everyone all my domains in my account. And you'll get to this screen right here. Okay. Once you get here, you want to go to custom DNS. That's your name servers, your domain name servers. And then you want to put in your name servers here. You'll see I already did that just to save time with this video, because once you put these name servers in, it takes a little bit of time it's called propagation. It takes a little bit of time to connect your domain to your hosting. For different hosts, it's different. HostGator is usually pretty quick. Usually it connects within 10 minutes. But I did this ahead of time so we didn't have to wait 10 minutes, or I didn't have to pause the video so it has time to connect. So all you do is you put in your first name server here, okay, and that's what I did there. You copy your second name server. All right, and you put that one in right here, and that's what I did. Then you just hit save. Okay. There's no save button because it's already saved, but you would hit save or update, whatever the button is there, and then it updates the name servers. Now your domain is connected to your hosting, so we're connected. All right, so that is the first step you want to do. Once you get your hosting account information and you have your domain picked, you want to put the name servers in your domain section. Okay, so again, any host you sign up with will send you this information, a cPanel login usually, and they'll definitely send you name servers because you need name servers to connect to your domain, all right? Once you get those, go to your domain account, go to manage domain, whatever the button says for your domain account you have, and then put in your name servers, click save or update, whatever it is, and then it's now connected, all right? So now everything's connected and we're good to go. Now what we want to do is log into our cPanel. Our cPanel is this right here, okay? So you can just click this, or you can copy it and put it in the URL box, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to go ahead and click it. All right, so this is our cPanel login. To log into our cPanel, we choose our username, which is just the username we put when we signed up, okay? And then our password, which I will change so you guys can't hack into my account. And then we put our password in and we go ahead and log in. So this is called a cPanel. All right, it's a very basic cPanel. There's all types of different stuff you can do in here, but the main thing we want to do is create a website. Now, I'm going to show you how to create a website with something called WordPress. WordPress is like a I guess you could call it a website building platform, which makes it very easy to build a website. It's basically like point and click. I am not technically smart. I do very well with online marketing, and I have hundreds of websites and thousands of domain names. I pretty much use all WordPress because it's simple. You don't need to be super smart to build a website and all that. It's a simple process. So what we want to do to build a WordPress website is go down here to the software section and do quick install. Click on that, okay? All right, so now that we are in quick install, what we want to do is scroll up and go to WordPress and click on that. All right, then we're going to select the domain we want to install to. Directory, we don't want it installed to anything unless you want it like in a different, like if we wanted to install WordPress in projectunbroken.com/blog, that's how you create like a quote unquote blog. Then we would put blog here for the directory. But I want the website to appear when I go to the home page. When I go to projectunbroken.com, that's where I want my website to be. So that's where I'm installing WordPress, okay? So let's go ahead and click next. By the way, all this stuff down here, you do not need to do. This is all free, okay? Besides your hosting and your domain name, everything else should be free unless you hire a website designer. Don't ever choose any of this stuff. It's a waste of money, okay? So let's go ahead to next. Why is it not letting me? Hold on one second. I don't know why it's not letting me go there. I don't know why it wasn't letting me click there, but you don't want any directory here. Okay, so leave this blank unless you want to install it on an inner URL of your website, and then click next. All right, so in our blog title, we're just going to do project, whatever you want your title to be. I'm just going to make it that. My main user is going to be how you log into your website. Again, you can also do the same as your cPanel if you want, or something different, whatever you want. My name is Greg. Last name starts with an M. I'm going to put in, you can put in your email address here if you want. I'm just going to put in this. All right, and then agree to the terms of service and go ahead and install. And what this is going to do is install WordPress on your website. That way you can do an easy to build website. Okay, it's basically point and click, and I'll show you how to do all that once we get in. So here is our login and password. We want to make sure we write this down, okay? And here's my cPanel information that I've also wrote down. So I want to copy this just to make sure we have it written down. This is going to be our WordPress login. Okay. And whenever you install WordPress, in order to get to the WordPress login, remember WordPress is just how you use your website. This will all make sense in a little bit. You go to your website name.com/wp-admin. And if we copy this, it will take us to our website login. All right. Or you can just click login from here if you want. But just so you know for the future, once you get out of the screen, you got to know how to log in. Again, the same thing. If we type in our name of our website /wp-admin, it takes you to the login, okay? So that's how you get to the login for your website. Now, we put in our username, and we put in our password, and now we're logged in to our website. This is like how we build our website. Now, this is like the website building tool, okay? It makes it very easy. In the old days, you'd use something called HTML where you'd like code a website. This is pretty much point and click. Now, I'm not going to bring you through everything in WordPress because there's tutorials on that. There's free tutorials, but I am going to show you the basics, all right? So there's some places like HostGator or whatever the case is where it says, your site is currently being displayed, displays a coming soon page. Once you're ready to launch your site, click here. So I'm just going to click here to show you what comes up now. All right, so we click here. So now our website is published, okay? So now when we go to projectunbrokenexample.com, I might be cached in this browser. Let me go to a different browser here. This is what shows up, okay? This is our website. Now, we haven't put anything here yet, but our website is now up. Our domain, this is our domain name. We registered this domain name. Our HostGator is on our hosting is on HostGator. Now our website is set up. Now, the next thing to do would be to build the website. I'm not necessarily going to go into the details of that in this video. I'm going to kind of take you through the very basics, okay? I'm going to take you through the very basics of getting your website going. So Let's go back to WordPress where we build our website. It's called the cPanel. I'm sorry, it's called the WordPress admin section. I accidentally closed it. So again, to get back there, I go to my website name /wp-admin. And I'm already logged in, so it should take me right back there. All right, so now we're back to our dashboard. Now, in WordPress, there's posts and there's pages. All right, a lot of people, when they're building a blog, they'll just do a whole bunch of posts. And that's pretty much a blog, is just like a website like this with a whole bunch of posts, blog posts pretty much. And that's how you pretty much do a blog, is you can install WordPress, you go to post, and then you go to add new, and it'll add a new post. All right. Now, every time you set up WordPress, they're going to give you a hello world post, which you see right here. You want to go ahead and delete that. All right. So go ahead and trash it. And again, you just go to post, all post, under there, hit trash. Now that post is gone. Then also they'll give you an example page. So go to your pages. Here's sample page, put it in the trash. And now that is gone as well once it loads. There we go. Now that's gone as well. So when I reload this site now, this example post is going to be gone. So let's go ahead and reload it. And my page will also be gone too. As you can see, there's no post, nothing found. All right. So now let's go through the basics of your website. Number one is your site title. So as you can see over here, our site title is Project Unbroken Example - just another WordPress site. That's not what we want our website to say. We want it to be, we want it to be our website name and that nothing else. Not our website, but what our website's about. Just another WordPress blog is something they put in there automatically. We want to get rid of that. So let's go back, and to get there, you go to Settings and General. All right, and now here's the first part of our title. Here's the second part. We want to change this. This is just an example, okay? So you'll notice here my current title is Project Unbroken Example - just another WordPress site. It also shows here Project Unbroken Example, then the second part, just another WordPress site. When I update this, you can either hit enter or you can go down here and click Save Changes. Now that it says settings saved, so when I reload, this title will be changed. And that's how you change the title of your website. Now it's changed to this is just an example, and up here, this is just an example. That's how you change your website title, okay? Now, let's go ahead and make our first post. So let's go to Post, Add New. All right, so right here is going to be the title of your post. So this is my first post. Anything you want in your first post would be right here, okay? Then, of course, you have all this stuff right here that's basically point and click. Again, I'm not going to take you through all this stuff in WordPress, but, you can bold stuff, italicize it, right it, left it, put it in quotes. You can add links. You can, add pictures by doing up here. And, for example, if I want this to be bold, I would highlight it and press B. If I want this to be a link, I would highlight it and type in where I want it to go to. Let's just put in Google. Google.com. Now that's a link to Google.com. You can make like headings here, different size text. So all that type of stuff, either play with it or just go through the WordPress tutorials. Or I'm not going to go through all that. I just want to give you the basics. So this is your first post titles here. Your information in your post is right here. Let's go ahead and publish. And this is actually publishing it to a live post. All right, this post is published. So now when we reload, boom, this is my first post. There's my title. Then here is my information. As you see, first is bolded, just like we did. B is a link to Google, just like we did. There's our first post. All right. You can also do pages, which usually appear like, up here or in the sidebar. So let's go ahead and make a post. Or, I'm sorry, a page. So we'll go to all pages. Let's go to add new. This is my first page. Then all of my page stuff would be right here, okay, for this page. All right, and go ahead and publish, and then there is our first page. Post and page, doesn't matter what you use, they just kind of appear in different places a lot of times. But if we reload, I don't know if, now different themes in WordPress, I'll show you how to change the theme. Pages appear in different places. So sometimes the pages that you publish will appear up here. Sometimes they'll appear here. Sometimes they won't appear in either, and you can add them to the sidebar easily or add them in other places, and I'll show you how to do that. So if we reload, let's see. All right, it looks like the pages get added to a drop down, or no, they don't. I'm sorry. So there is no place for pages in this theme, okay? So I'm going to show you how to add a place for pages, all right? So your pages show up like in your sidebar. So what you want to do is go to Appearance, and then go to Widgets, okay? Now, you'll notice this sidebar right here. This is your blog sidebar, okay? So if we go back over here, you'll see here's my search bar, my recent posts, recent comments, archives, categories, meta. It's just what's listed over here. Search bar, recent posts, recent comments, archives, categories, meta. Guess what? If I want to get rid of meta, I drag it over. Now my meta's gone. If I want to get rid of categories, drag it, it's now gone. Get rid of archives, drag it, it's now gone, okay? So now when I reload my website, guess what? All that stuff I took out will disappear, which is supposed to disappear. Let's make sure we save that. Let's put it in a different browser, make sure I'm not cached again. Sometimes when you load the same browser, it doesn't show. All right, so that is not... Anyways, it's supposed to disappear. Maybe it's just taking a little bit of time. Now let's go ahead. If we want pages to show in our sidebar, we drag pages over to where we want it. If we want it right below the search bar, we drag it right here. If we want it right below recent posts, we drag it there. If we want below comments, right there. So I'm going to put it right below the search bar. Okay, then you can put in a title here. This is all my posts. You don't have to do this, but you can if you want a title. Okay, you can do how you sort it. I usually just leave all this stuff blank. Then you click Save. All right. So now let's see if maybe it changed after we did that. Let's reload. For some reason, it is not. Anyways, usually it will show. Maybe it'll just take a few minutes. Maybe if we change the theme, it will show quicker. But usually when you do this, it shows right away. Okay. And then there's other stuff, like here's your footer stuff. A footer is just like the bottom of your website. Okay. So it's like what appears down here. And stuff like that, okay? So now I'm going to show you how to change the look of your website. Let's go back. To do that, you go to Appearance, then you go to Themes. And right here, here's the basic themes. You know, people make all different kinds of themes. There's tons of free themes you can use. Then there's tons of themes you can pay for. You can just use a new one to start. Okay, so go ahead and add new theme. Then you can search by the popular themes, the latest themes, whatever you want to do. You know, like premium themes, whatever you want to do. Here's the most popular themes that are used. Okay. So if we want to change maybe to this theme, this is already installed. We'll just click on Activate and it'll change this. Let's go ahead and activate it. It's already installed. I'm just activating a new theme. I'll show you how to build a new one as well. So now when we reload our website, it should show the new theme. And there it is right there, okay? Now my sidebar is showing up correctly. All right, search bar. This is all my posts. Here's my first page, okay? I meant to say this is all my pages, not my posts. So let's go ahead and change that now that it's working. So let's go to Widgets. And what I meant to say is this is all my pages, okay? Save. And you'll see, remember how I took out meta and I took out all that other stuff? It's no longer in my sidebar because I took it out. It was just taking a little bit to show, and sometimes it does that. All right, and there, again, see I changed the pages and it didn't change yet. Sometimes it just takes a few minutes to show up. It's not showing up yet. But anyways, the change is just taking a few minutes. It doesn't always, but this is where everything appears, okay? And again, if I wanted to add maybe like a text, this is just like regular text. I'll drag this over. This is text. And then any information you want to add, you want to add as text in sidebar would go here. Okay? And then scroll down and click save. And that's how you work your sidebar. It's in the appearance and widgets. You can take things out. You can put things in. You know, you can make your pages show there. You can put images in. You can do different types of menus and all that. But I don't want to go too far into all this. Again, there's WordPress tutorials. I'm just showing you the basics of how to build a website. All right. So that's now saved. I don't know if it's going to show up because it's been taking a few minutes. Let's see. And it looks like it's not showing up yet. This one's still showing the old one. So it's just taking a while to load. All right, so anyways, let's go ahead and change the theme again. All right, so that was the theme that was already installed. Let's go to appearance and back to themes. And we're going to change the look of our website again. Add new theme. And there's tons and tons of themes for you to pick from. All right, let's just go to like the latest ones, or you can go to popular, whatever you want to do. Look, these are all websites how you can make your site look. You can make them appear like all these sites, okay? You can choose whatever you want your site to look like. All right? You know, there's like plain ones. There's, you know, ones like this. I mean, there's all different types of ways you can make your website look. Now, there's ones for specific niches like photography and, you know, health, and there's all different themes in here. And you just scroll through here and pick what you want to use. Okay? Whatever looks cool to you, that's what you want to do. But anyways, let's go here. If you want to get a preview of what it looks like, you hit preview. This is what it would look like. Oh, cool. Well, I like that one. If I would like that one, guess what? I click install. And that will install it. Then you click activate. And that will activate your theme. So now our new theme will be in place. This is just a pretty plain one, but whatever. Now our new theme is active, as you can see right here. Now when we reload, it should show the new theme. And it does, okay? It just shows it in a different way. And again, now my text is showing up. It's just taking time to load for some reason. This is text. Any information you want to add as text in Sidebar, go here. That's exactly what we put when we went to our widget section. And our text right here, that's what our text says. Okay, that's what shows up right here. Then, of course, our pages we dragged over are now showing right here. So if we want to get to that page, you just click there. Then we're on our first page. Okay, that's pages. So that's really the difference between pages and posts. Posts usually appear on the home page, like kind of they'll appear right down the line. Pages are usually in the sidebar, or they appear up here, or whatever the case is. All right, but really that's how you build a website. This is just the complete basics of how to start a website. This will get you going. All right. If you all enjoyed this video and you want me to go deeper, let me know. I can tell you how to get websites and show in Google, and I can show you what you need to change, and you know what Google looks for and all that type of stuff. But this is the basics of how do I get my own website, how do I get my own domain name, how do I connect them together, and how do I start building my website. The very basics, okay? And again, remember, if that's like too basic of a website looking for, you just go back to appearance and themes, okay? And then you go to add new, and you can make your website look however you want. Let's say, oh, I really like this one here. Let's go ahead and preview. I don't like that one so much. Let's go ahead and X out. Oh, I like this one. This is a good looking one. Excuse me. All right, so that's a little cooler, maybe you think. So what you do is you click install. And then you click activate. And now when we reload, our new website look will show up. Same information is on it, but now it has a new look, okay? And see, this is what I mean. So it has this new look, same title, same page name, same post, but it appears differently. And now look, our post still appears here, but now our pages appear up here. Like I said, different themes, your sidebar, so to speak, will appear in different places. Sometimes up top, sometimes to the right, sometimes to the left, sometimes at the bottom. It just depends on the theme, okay? That's the difference with that. But now our page appears up here, Our post will keep appearing here, and then that's how you build a website. Okay, so if I want another post to appear on the home page, I just go to, add new post, and my next post will appear right below. Let's go ahead and just do that really quick. Post, add new. I'll make this super quick. I'm just going to call it second post. Second post. And then, second post info, blah, blah, blah. Go ahead and publish. All right, so now when we reload, our next post will show up as well. And there it is right there, okay? This is my first post. Here's my second post. You keep going like that. If you want to add a new page that doesn't appear on the home page but appears as a link, you create a new page and it will appear right up here, okay? So that is the basics of how to get your own website. Remember, you can go the free option where you do a site like this, but you don't own the website technically. You own the content, but you don't own the website, so they can kind of do whatever they want with your website. Now, I don't really recommend that. I recommend going this route, where you get your own domain name, your own website, you're in total control, and then you take it from there. All right, so if you have any questions, let me know. If there's anything else you want me to cover, let me know, and I'll kind of take it as it comes. Whatever direction you guys want me to go, I'll go that way. But hopefully this was helpful. Comment below and let me know what you think. Subscribe if you want more videos like this, and I'll bring some more videos.